Morning, hope you're well. Today we're going to have a quick overview of a 2024 Mercedes EQB 300 AMG line 4MATIC. I've had this as the daily car for the last couple of weeks, and I'll get straight to the point. I think it really is the ideal second-hand family car. So we'll just go over 8 points of discussion just to prove that. I think it really is a car that should be considered for families as a daily vehicle. So let's not mess around, let's get straight on it. So this car is 55 to 60, just over the £60,000 mark, brand new. And you can now pick one of these up for half that price with 2 years old. And it's still got a 6-year warranty on the battery. And as I've said, this is a 7-seater, and that is a really good selling point for this vehicle. So there's a scan around the cockpit here, and then into the back, and then into the rear. So there's not many 7-seater electric cars that don't cost an absolute fortune. So this 7-seater EQB 300 is just perfect for school runs, days out, taking additional family members out, etc. Really is ideal family car. So point 3, with its boxy look to this vehicle, it really isn't short of space inside the interior. So even in the back here, as you can see, 6'2", plenty of headspace. In the middle row, as you can see, also plenty of headspace. And again, in the front, plenty of headspace. Really, really spacious, nice feel to the cockpit. Feel like this car's just got really good all-round visibility. You know, it's a 7-seater, but it doesn't feel over big. It doesn't feel too large. Fits well in a city or in the countryside. You've also got a fantastic sized boot. So with the 7 seats configuration, you've only got 130 litres behind the rear seats. Take that down to the 5-seat configuration, you've got 495 litres in the boot. Drop all the seats down, you've got 1,710 litres of space. So if you need to do a garage clearance and do a skip run, loads of room. It's got the ISO fittings in the rear as well, just to make it easy for child seats installation. Point 4 is the EQB 300 is 4-wheel drive, so you're going to get better traction in the snow and heavy rain, a more confident sort of drive. You know, it's going to handle if you're going camping on a muddy campsite, or if you're navigating down some really muddy country lanes, you'll get a better driving experience. And it obviously improves stability for fully loaded when you've got the family with you and luggage. And so for many buyers, that is a real advantage, you know, just safety first. So with the EQB 300, you've got excellent refinement. It's a Mercedes, you know, it's renowned for the quality. You've got low road noise, comfortable seats, a fairly good infotainment system. That is one of the negatives, I'll come to that later. This hasn't got the Burmester setup. This is your standard 9-speaker Mercedes setup in this car, but it's perfectly good enough sound wise. And you've got lots of actual physical buttons. It's not all controlled via a console, so you've got various parking and your maps and your media down here, telephone, etc., volume control, and you can use this touchpad here to navigate between the home screens, etc. Then you've got your expected sort of air blowers that you'd expect in most Mercedes. You've got your full control over the air conditioning, etc. On the doors, you've got control of your mirrors, windows, opening and closing, heated seats, and then down there is the boot release, all built into the driver's side door. And then the passenger doors, obviously at the front, heated seats, windows. You've got USB. Now this central USB here is the one that you need to plug your device in to for the infotainment system. In here you've got another USB. In the back you've got USB-C ports in the little fold down flap there, and then you've got your cup holders built into the armrest in the centre. And then when you've got it in 7-seater mode, You've got 2 USB-C adapters built into either side of the seats, and then the actual driver's seat, very comfortable. It's manual controls to move it forward, backwards, up and down, but it's got electric lumbar support there, and then obviously you've got the ability to extend and reduce the seat like the BMWs. Find that really useful for obviously leg support when you've got longer legs. So 0.6, the EQB, it's got a range of about 255 miles. Technically, I think you could expect to get 220 miles out of this vehicle. So it really is ideal for families, for doing the school run, shopping, occasional long journeys, and that's more than enough. You know, if you're the owner of this and you're in a netball team, you could take the whole netball team to an event. You know, if you're the driver, your son or your daughter plays football five-a-side, you could take yourself, the five-a-side team plus a sub to the match in this car. So you can't complain. Ideal family vehicle. So 0.7, this car is easy to park. It's got good visibility. It's not intimidating around town, and it still carries plenty of people and the luggage. So to give a summary on the actual performance of this car as well, I will do a separate video on 0 to 60 tests, and also suitcase in the boot, etc., in a separate video in terms of storage. So in summary, this is a 2024 Mercedes-Benz EQB AMG line 4MATIC. So it's got a max speed of 99 miles per hour. It's got a 66.5 kilowatt lithium ion battery. It's 225.3 brake horsepower. It will get you 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds or thereabouts. You can't complain at that. But because it's four-wheel drive, there's no wheel spin or anything. You've just got the traction and you just go. Doesn't feel particularly fast, etc., but you know, it's fast enough. And then if we just talk about a couple of the drawbacks, well, there isn't that many. I suppose one of my biggest quirks is it's not wireless to the infotainment system, so you can't have your CarPlay or your Android Auto connected without connecting it through a USB-C connection down in the center console. My daughter was astounded that like a 2-year-old car hasn't got direct connection. You know, you have to wire it still. That's to some sort of techie person, that's obviously a big drawback. The charging isn't outstanding, but at the same time it's not terrible. You know, you can go to 70%. You can get 70% charge in 30 minutes on a rapid charger. Overnight, if you're at home, 7.4 kilowatt wall box, expect about 9 hours to charge. And then a minor one is obviously there's no frunk. So when you are out and about, if you are taking the charging cable, you've got to store it somewhere, so it is occupying up space in your boot. I do like the ability to hide the cables and stuff in a frunk on some models that we've looked at in the past. It's just a nice little feature, and obviously spreads the storage throughout the whole car. So what's it like to drive? Well, it really is a nice drive, this car. So it sits really well on the road. It's the 4MATIC makes it just respond well. You just feel like you're going to turn and navigate fine in this car. The screens and stuff in it are not massive, but everything's there that you want it. Obviously the downside is you have to plug in your phone to get the CarPlay, etc. But overall, it is a fantastic car, and that's why I say I'm going to say to somebody who's considering looking for a 7-seater family car, this is really ideal. It's really nippy around town. It's good going on motorways, etc. as well. Really can't fault it. And I say it's done everything I've asked of it since I've had it. Just not any problems. So, you know, if you're looking for a 7-seater car and you look at the finances side of it, then obviously this is halved in value in 2 years. So if you're going to pick one of these up, you're looking at getting one of these for under £30,000, and you're going to get a lot of car for the price, basically. So in some other electric vehicles as well, you do really bounce up and down in them, whereas this is just a really nice drive. Okay, so in summary, if you're somebody on the market looking for a second-hand car and your priorities are space, occasional 7-seat configuration, comfort and refinement, premium feel, sensible used prices and easy everyday usability, then I really would recommend considering a Mercedes EQB 300. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that's been of some use to you today, something a little different with the Mercedes, as we obviously mainly cover the JQ5 BEV on this channel. But if it's been any help, please give us a like. Please consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you anything, really helps this channel out, and we'll see you again for another video real soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.